Is it filming? Cool. Hi guys, and welcome back to Reed's Readers with your host, Clinton Reed. And today, if you've seen the thumbnail, and you've seen what I called this, because I still don't know what I'm going to call these, I'm doing Pride recommendations based on the colors of the spines, at least. Because I'm going to be giving you 5 recommendations from each color on our queer shelves. My rules are 2 minimum of the 5 have to be 2 books that I have read. The others are just going to be ones that I'm excited for. And as you're seeing these, you probably already saw my 5-star predictions video, which was a top 10. I'm going to try and not recommend any books that are off of that list so that you get more recommendations. So if you want to go check out that video, I'll link it down below on this first one at least. That way you guys can go check that out. I don't know how long these videos are going to be, but you are going to get essentially 10 videos from me for the last 10 days of May with Pride recommendations. Starting with pink. So we'll have a pink recommendations, a black recommendations, a white, a red, I don't remember my colors, red, orange, yellow, green, light blue, dark blue, and purple. And when I'm doing these recommendations, I'm going to try and not recommend you guys anything that is deemed 100% popular. And sadly, there will be no TJ Klune. I almost ixnayed Alice Oseman, but I do have one recommendation in one of the in the last video that I want to recommend to you guys because I feel like more people need to read it. But I did say no TJ Klune. I feel like this isn't fair if I do a TJ Klune's included in this, guys. So just no TJ Klune. Yes. But I will state, on occasions, like in this first one, you will see at least one book that is super popular. Like, I can't not recommend certain ones if they're in my top, 10 favorite books of all time list. I can't not recommend them. I do have one that I'm not recommending on principle, because I don't think it is one that everybody's going to enjoy. And a couple of the books that'll be in here I read this month. And I think more people need to read them. But yeah, let's just get into my first 5. Now, with the pink shelves, the first 2 are the only ones that I have read because out of all of our pink, they're the only 2 pinks that I've read. Y'all see how tiny our pink section is? So please do me a favor and comment down below with queer pink recommendations. We obviously could use more. There's a few colors as we go. I will ask for you guys to give me recommendations as well. I just thought with Pride Month coming up, I do the Read the Rainbow with the Camp Season-a-thon coming up. You may need more recommendations for queer prompts. I know a lot of people try to do a rainbow shelf every Pride Month. I know that's what Kaylani tries to do, so I just thought this was like a fun way to give you guys at least 5 books that I know of that are queer and let you know what they're about and get them more well known, if that makes sense. But I digress. Let's just get into these 5 recommendations. This first one I won't talk much about because I'm sure everybody and their monkey's uncle has read this book. But I felt like if I was going to start this is the quintessential queer rom-com that I feel like everybody and their monkey's uncle needs to read. There's another hardcore one that'll be in dark blue. Comment down below if you can guess what you think that dark blue is going to be. If you know me, you should know it. But I digress. Let's get it over with. Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey Mcqueston is our first pink recommendation. Even though later this year, we will have a collector's edition of this coming out that'll be blue. So that could go into a blue recommendations list in the future. But I absolutely love this book. If you are one of the lucky few that do not know what this book is about, this book follows Alex Claremont Diaz, who is the son of the President of the United States. His mother was the first female president ever to be elected, who also, by the way, is a divorcee with biracial children. And Alex here is discovering his bisexuality as he's falling in love with his enemy, the Prince of England, Prince of Wales, Henry. Does it give me Henry's full title on here? No, it does not. But this is essentially an enemies to lover or enemies to friends to lovers romance with bisexuality recommendation and queer recommendations all across the board. Do you know there's a pansexual rep in here as well? Biracial rec with a Hispanic, half white, with the son of the president and the son and the grandson of the Queen of England. If you haven't read this, who are you? And I just realized I still had a doggy bag in my pocket from taking out Chewy. But I digress. Read it! Yes, I'm starting strong with the chaos. My next pink recommendation goes to The Black Flamingo by Jean Ada. First off, the spine is super pink. And when you take off the hardback, super pink. With flamingos all over it. This follows... Okay, give me a second. It's been a moment since I've read this one. This follows Michael, who is a mixed-race gay teen growing up in London. He is part Greek, Cypriot, and Jamaican. And this book is told through verse as he is discovering his sexuality and how to be truly himself through the art of drag, where he comes out as the Black Flamingo. This book, I feel like, is underrated in the sense of I don't think enough people have experienced Michael's journey into becoming who he is and discovering the beauty of being free and honest with themselves and being fearless. Like, I love this tagline that's on the back because it really does sum it up. This is not about being ready. It's not even about being fierce or fearless. It's about being free. And I feel like this is a book that everybody could get something out of. And the fact that it's in verse, yes, it looks thick, but it is a really quick read, and I feel like everybody is going to love this. So those are the last two pink books that I have read. Hopefully next year I'll be able to tell you more about the other pink ones. Next we have, because this sits in our pink shelf, it looks a lot of blue, but that goes to the Sky Blues by Robbie Couch. The spine is super pink, so that's why it sits in our pink section, and there's lots of pink on the cover. All I know about this one is it's about a boy named Sky Barker, who is an openly gay teen in a small insular town where he's normally invisible. But he has a crush on this guy named Ali, who he wants to ask to prom, and he wants to make the biggest promposal imaginable. But then someone leaked someone hacked into his computer system and leaked deeply homophobic e-blast that quickly goes viral, and he has to prepare to skip town altogether till his classmates give him a reason to fight back by turning his 30-day promposal countdown to a school-wide hunt to expose the e-blast perpetrator. And I'm all about promposals. I never got one, unfortunately. But I went to prom with two of my best friends in high school. Both are girls. So that was fun for me. But yes, I am super excited for this. And I have read something by Robbie before. This is his debut novel, I do believe. Yes. And if you're also looking for something written by a queer author, the author is queer himself. And I've read his most recent one, Blame for the Wind, Legally Blonde inspired. Listen, I cannot wait to read this. If it's anything like the other one, listen. That was book number 3, and now book number 4 goes to She's Too Pretty to Burn by Wendy Hurd. Pink spine. I know it's got like lots of oranges and stuff on it, but we keep it in the pink section. We tried to put it in the orange section and it just didn't look right. When we put it in the pink, it was like, it popped and we're like, perfect. All I know about this, which we were gifted this clearly from Tracy to Sterling. All I know is this is inspired by the picture of Dorian Gray, and the sexy psychological thriller explores the intersections of love, art, danger, and power. I do believe the main character is, this is either do you believe it's queer in the sense that it's a sapphic romance, if I'm not mistaken? I could be wrong, but literally all I know about this, 1, Sterling loved it, and 2, it's a picture of Dorian Gray retelling. But this cover is just too gorgeous not to recommend. An electric romance set against a rebel art scene sparks lethal danger for 2 girls in this expertly plotted teen thriller. Boom, boom, boom. And our last pink recommendation, which I could do this one all day long, which, by the way, you will see this outfit in all 10 videos because I'm filming them back to back to back to back. Because if I don't do it now, I never will. But our last recommendation goes to When You Call My Name by Tucker Shaw, which is the gorgeous pink. I think, obviously, I have not read it yet because it just came out last week. But I know Sterling really loved it. This is set in 1990 in New York, and 2 teen boys, each facing a terrifying crisis of self-worth, tumbling into one another's lives, changing both forever. All I know is this one isn't as super popular as I feel like it should be. This is a love letter to New York and the liberating power of queer relationship. A heart-trending and hopeful novel about the pivotal moments of our youth that break our hearts and the people who put them back together. And I am so excited that we have this. And I have the audiobook on hold. I'm just waiting for it to come in. And the minute it does, I will be powering through this. Can't wait. As someone who was born in 1990, I need the 90s references. And a queer romance set in the 90s? Yes, please. But those are the 5 pink recommendations I have for you guys today. And please stay tuned. Black is next with As you can see, we have tons of black recommendations to give. And I hope you guys love these videos. I know they're a little last minute. And I thought last 10 days of May could be really cool for some like recommendations based on color. I have done recommendations in the past on TikTok every day for the entire month of June, which I may or may not do that again. I haven't decided yet. But this is my first 5. So comment down below again if you have any pink recommendation books that aren't these 5 that you think that I would really love and enjoy, or Sterling would really love and enjoy. Comment those down below because clearly we need more pink. Yes. And comment down below if you've read any of these. Did I inspire you to read any of them? Out of the 3 that I have not read, is there any of them that you guys have read that you think I need to read this second? That may get put on my camp season of Fall and TV. Oh, who knows? Who knows? But yeah. That's all I've got for you guys today. If you're new, hit that subscribe. And if you like this video, hit that thumbs up. And again, I hope you guys don't mind 10 videos in a row. 1 every day for the last 10 days of May. I thought this was fun and exciting. Comment down below and let me know if you like that idea. If you don't, we shall see how this goes. But remember, kids, always be fabulously yourself. Until next time, oh boy!